In this video, we're diving into one of the biggest what-if scenarios in Bitcoin's history. What if China suddenly bought 1 million Bitcoin? It sounds extreme, but the consequences could be massive. And I will break it down into 3 powerful points. Stay with me till the end, because the final impact on the price is where things get wild. Let's start with point number 1, global shockwaves. If China, a country that banned Bitcoin multiple times, suddenly turns around and starts buying, the entire geopolitical narrative shifts. The country that tried to kill Bitcoin becomes its biggest whale. This sends a clear signal to the rest of the world. Bitcoin is not just a hedge, it's a strategic asset. Every country will be forced to reassess its stance. US policymakers, EU central banks and emerging market leaders would have to ask themselves, what do the Chinese know that we don't? And that alone could spark global FOMO, not just from individuals, but from governments. Point number 2, the supply shock. There are only 21 million Bitcoin ever. Of that, about 19.7 million are already mined. Some are lost forever. If China acquires 1 million Bitcoin, they will be controlling close to 5% of the total supply, possibly more of the liquid supply. And here's the kicker: most Bitcoin is held by long-term holders. So if China starts bidding, they'll need to offer a price attractive enough for holders to part with it. This would dry up exchanges. Liquidity vanishes, miners can't keep up, it becomes a full-blown supply crunch and every new buyer will be fighting over the scraps. Now, for point number 3, what happens to the price? Let's do the math. If China were to buy 1 million Bitcoin at the current prices, that's a 110 billion buy order. But here's the thing, markets don't move like grocery stores. You don't just buy 1 million Bitcoin at market price without pushing the price up a lot. Analysts suggest that trying to even buy 100,000 Bitcoin could 10x the price due to slippage and supply tightness. If China tries this stealthily, we could see Bitcoin fly past $500,000, even 1 million, simply due to the magnitude of the demand versus available supply. And once retail investors and institutions or even other governments join in, it could trigger the biggest Bitcoin boom in history. So what does this all mean? If China bought 1 million Bitcoin, it wouldn't just be a trade. It would be a tectonic shift. It would legitimize Bitcoin on a state level. It would break narratives. It would stress test global markets. And it could usher a new monetary era. Now, is this likely? Maybe not. But is it possible? Absolutely. And the fact that we're even asking this question shows how far Bitcoin has come.